Well, hello and welcome. And as you can see from or as you might see from my sporty attire, I just came back from volleyball and I decided to record this video before taking a shower. And yeah, this kingdom looks like quite the doozy. It's a single expansion Nocturne kingdom with a bunch of night cards, no village. Doesn't look all too fun. I don't know. Um, yeah, let's see how this one goes. As always, I'll try to explain the cards in the beginning, and feel free to skip to the next timestamp if you're not interested in that. We have Fool. If you aren't a player with Lost in the Woods, take it, take 3 boons, and receive the boons in any order. And Lost in the Woods is a state which only one player can have at a time. And this one says at the start of your turn, you may discard a card to receive a boon. And yeah, this state itself isn't great, but the effect, of course, if you take 3 boons at the same time, can be really good. Lucky Coin comes with Fool as an heirloom, so one of those 5 cards is this Lucky Coin, where we gain a silver when we play it. We also have Devil's Workshop. If the number of cards you've gained this turn is 2 or more, gain an imp, 1, gain a card costing up to 4, or 0, gain a gold. Not going to be really relevant here. Imp is this weak-ish draw card, sometimes a lab, but without villages and without cards that give plus action, imps are not super enticing. Skulk is an attack card, +1 buy, and each other player receives the next hex. And hexes are those counterparts to the boons. Maybe I haven't even mentioned the boons. Yeah, sorry, I think I forgot to mention the boons. Um, Boons are these good effects you get from Fool. Hexes are the evil counterparts you can attack your opponent with, sometimes even yourself with some cards not here. And notably, when you gain a Skulk, you also gain a gold. And yeah, this is nice, some nice payload, especially in those money-ish kingdoms. Cobbler says at the start of your next turn, gain a card to your hand costing up to 4. Also not great here, same as Devil's Workshop. Just gaining cards costing up to 4 is super uninteresting. I mean, Skulks are okay, but yeah, not super duper great. Crypt says set aside any number of non-duration treasures you have in play face down under this. While any remain at the start of your turn, each of your turns, put one of them into your hand. And Crypt can be really nice. Crypt can be some some nice stash away of your good treasures. And yeah, I don't know. We will work with this, I think. Pooka, you may trash a treasure other than cursed gold from your hand, +4 cards, and it also comes with an heirloom, cursed gold, +3 coins, but you also gain a curse, and this is in our deck, somewhere hidden down there. And yeah, not much to say about this. It's terminal, so we won't go for it here, I think. Sacred Grove, +1 buy, +3 coins. Receive a boon if it doesn't give +1 coin, which only 2 out of the 12 boons do. Each other player also may receive it, and yeah, that makes Sacred Grove usually help your opponent as much or even more than you yourself with those boons, so it's not a super great card, can be okay payload sometimes. Then Tragic Hero, +3 cards, +1 buy. If you have 8 or more cards in hand after drawing, trash this and gain a treasure. And yeah, Tragic Heroes have interactions with Crypt, as Crypt puts cards into your hand at the start of turn. And Fool, which can, if you have Lost in the Woods, you can discard cards. And yeah, I don't know. Tragic Heroes are nice-ish draw cards. Usually you replace them with gold and later. And here we might go for 1 or 2 of them. Vampire. Each other player receives the next hex. Gain a card costing up to 5 other than a vampire. Exchange this for a bat. And vampires are also nice 5-cost gainers. You can gain a few tragic heroes and crypts here. Although I'm not super convinced you even want to go for them, as they are the trashing with the bat can be really somewhat annoying, as you in these junky decks it can take a lot of time to even trash down. First you have to find the vampire and not bottom deck it, and then you have to not bottom deck the bat, and then you might have two cards trashed, but really this kingdom also looks like it has decent tools for just money in Skulk and Fool and Crypt, so I'm not fully convinced on the vampires. Raider, each other player with 5 or more cards in hand discards a copy of a card you have in play or reveals they can't, and at the start of your next turn you get 3 money. Raider is a decent attack. Now, it's not a decent attack card, it's a rather weak attack card. What am I talking about? Usually it's rather inconsequential. Here in those Moneyish Kingdoms, it can be the difference of hitting 8 or hitting 7, of having to discard a copper. So they could be potentially annoying. And yeah, I don't know. I'm really not sure what to make of this kingdom. Let's look at the kingdom plot. And this bias icon is a bit disfigured. I need to fix this later. Yeah, the kingdom plot shows that this kingdom doesn't have any village. Surprise, surprise. And yeah, I guess you could start a turn with 2 actions if you discard an estate to a fool, to Lost in the Woods and get the plus action boon, but that's not really a reliable village in any way. There are a bunch of nasty attacks in Skulk and Vampire, and to a lesser extent Raider. But yeah, this with those night cards, it looks like you might want to play it rather money-ish. And I have prepared some opening advice, but I'm actually not super sure whether I'm going to follow it, because with this hand we have the 2/7. We could, in principle, just open Vampire Nothing or Vampire Curse, and then hope to find the Vampire early to gain us a 5-cost card. But due to this kingdom being so sloggy and money-ish, I'm not even super sure this is the correct way to go. So also on the Discord, I saw this Geronimo having another simulation run done. Usually I don't think that much of them, but in those money-ish kingdoms, yeah, you might as well follow a certain buy strategy where you try to maximize or try to minimize the time it takes you to get to be able to buy provinces. And apparently it's best to open Skulk or Fool, not playing the cursed gold, and then just simply hammering in 1 tragic hero, 1 crypt, some raiders, and then going for the provinces as soon as possible. I'm not a huge fan of following such a formulaic approach, but I'm not convinced in this vampire stuff. Maybe we'll have a second run, but I'm more convinced in this simulated strategy for once. So let's end our buys here and go for a Skulk. Or do we want to go for Fool early? We could also just think about putting in a Fool. Maybe the Skulk with the gold might be better. Yeah, why not put in 1 more gold? Attack the AI here. We only hit 3 or 4 if we played a lucky coin. Yeah, let's just go full on Skulk money. Put in a Crypt, or yeah, a Tragic Hero could also be okay. Put in a Raider here. The AI, we made the AI shuffle there, receiving bad omens. It's actually not great because it might see its crypt earlier than it would have otherwise, although it was, yeah, actually, yes. Here we can go for a raider, and as much as I usually dislike raider, I think here, as the script said, it's quite alright. And yeah, let's put in one more crypt. We couldn't put in a tragic hero there. That's okay. AI gets stash aside 4 cards under crypt. That's quite lucky. We, on the other hand, don't see our crypts with the money, but we do hit 8 for a province. We still don't see our crypts, which is awful. We see all of the money here. We hit 7 here. Also, the raider is down there. Not great. Maybe we put in one more raider, as we'll probably lose the other one over the shuffle. No, well, there it goes. Let's actually discard one of the crypts. Doesn't do that much for us here. Put in one tragic hero and stash away a few cards. The raider is in Neverland. I don't know. Here we hit 7, even if we just pick up a copper. So we can attack the AI. Gets envious. So envious is a state where silver and gold only generate 1 coin. And here that might be quite the game changer. Yeah, I mean, it would have hit 5 there. Only hit 2 for an estate. And yeah, here we bite the bullet, put in this province, and yeah, it sucks a bit that we couldn't save any cards over the shuffle. Do we want to go for one lucky fool? That might make the difference in the end, or just another Skulk for more gold. Yeah, I don't know. We can play this raider. We find another raider here. We hit 8 with by gaining a curse, and get another raider in play, which is super good. Have to discard a copper, but get to hit 7. Stash away 2 coppers and 2 silvers. And yeah, as you can see, this is a mess. This is super junky. We even get attacked by Raider once again there. AI has an incoming Raider, but we don't care, as we'll be ahead in points just far enough. This crypt can swoop up the silver we get out of this, and we can manipulate the top of our deck a bit. Yeah, I think that's alright. Let's see, AI goes double duchy. We'll just go for an estate and end our buys, and this should be the win. Yeah, but I don't know. This was a win, but it was following this simple script. Let's try this again, and this time go for vampire. And as I said, let's try to actually only go for maybe going for vampire fool is a fun opening, where you don't pick up the silver off of your lucky coin, and also skip the lucky coin here. I hope for some good boons. Now we pick up another vampire here, go hard on those curses, pick up a tragic hero. This might be a more fun deck. Can discard a curse, could top deck a curse. Let's not do that. Yeah, I mean, this is exactly what I meant earlier when I said that those decks are not can be super frustrating to play. As you can see, the bat decides to hang out with all of those treasure cards, and yeah, I don't even know. Here we can profit off of the AI's Sun's Gift again, and Do we want to discard the Fool or the Estate? Let's rather trash the Fool if we get, yeah. But at this point, yeah, the second Vampire even bottom decked, so it might be a while until we can do something productive. We will trigger the shuffle, so let's not discard a card here. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just clicking cards and trying to build my deck. Maybe I ate one or two curses too many. But yeah, also the problem of this is that look at this bet again. Like this bet was at the bottom of the shuffle, and okay, it finds all right cards here to trash, but AI is already at its second province at this turn. And yeah, what are we doing? We are rolling around in the mud, as I like to say, for what AI is sometimes doing. But in this case, it's us. And yeah, not really fun. Like, imagine the bat had found those curses, would have been a game changer. But no, AI, the bat has just found a bunch of um, sucky states, and yeah, now here we get the Flame's Gift, but we want to use our bat for that, so we don't even take that. AI is at the next province. We can set aside one very sad thing again, or we can go for this. But yeah, I don't know. Here we have Terminal Collision. Yeah, it's probably me taking too many curses, and I was hoping there for a better boon, maybe the plus action boon. But yeah, maybe I took too many curses, which slowed me down too much in the early game. But yeah, this is just pretty awful stuff. I mean, you could argue that I should have gone for province there already, using the cursed gold, but we're in no state to even remotely think about greening with this kind of deck. Or are we? The problem is that I'm just so unsure as to how to play this. Yeah, I mean, this was actively bad because we set aside one fewer copper. Yeah, and just pick up one more crypt. And or should this already be duchy? Do we need to start catching up with that? Yeah, it sucks that our tragic heroes are already gone, and I have no clue what we're doing. We would have hit province here, but unfortunately we got attacked, and I don't think we want to do anything about this. We can put in one more tragic hero and our buys, trash 2 cards, and yeah, let's see. We hit province here, I think that's okay. Get to trash AI silver. But yeah, the thing is that these crypts bunching up is also not really great. Discard this. Can set aside 1 copper and the knight. But yeah, look at this. This is just sad. Let's put 1 more gold on top, which we'll be able to set aside. But AI is at 34, so this I'm happy I followed this simple script, as I'm probably also not playing this optimally. But yeah, there's just so much sadness programmed into this kingdom. Like, look at these draws. Look at what we have here. We now have just a lot a lot of money, but no plus buy. Maybe we'll get some by discarding here. No, not at all. So we need to go for duchy, but AI will soon just province. And I think that's the main problem about this kingdom is that you're just very, very dependent on when you on how you line up your crypts and how you um, line up your money as well, of course. Let's discard the bet here. Do we even want to draw this crypt? It really doesn't matter. This game is lost unless there's like a super duper miracle happening here. Let's take the golds out so we can see them again, but yeah, actually, let's just attack the AI, pick up 2 estates, stash away some stuff. But yeah, AI is 10 points ahead. In principle, there's misery, there's locusts, there's war. Now war can't hit anything. But yeah, and we can trash some curses, which is great, right? But yeah, not even this Earth's Gift could change that much. We hit 11 here, but let's just end this. This was awful, this attempt. I'm very happy I followed this initial um, initial script, but yeah, I think the vampire stuff can work out if you play it a little bit more precisely than I did. But also it's always going to be some draw luck where do you find your bats in relation to the cards you want to trash early? Where do you find your crypts? Can you stash away a significant amount of treasures, or do you just line it up with a single gold or not? And yeah, also really those raiders hurt here for me, trying to build up this engine. I mean, we got it going like the past 5 turns or so, or 4 turns, we could have provinced, but then there weren't enough provinces left for us to take, as the AI, with its money strategy, had already picked them up. So yeah, feels a bit bad ending this video with losing on the second attempt, but yeah, what can I say? Not the greatest, not my favorite kingdom, just pure Nocturne misery. In any case, I hope you still enjoyed this video and took away a few things from this. And as always, I'll try to catch you in the next one. Goodbye.